Okay. Hopefully there are people coming in for the stream. Not sure just yet, but you never know. Um, I suppose just so I can test the stream, make sure it's functional before I actually go forward, let's start up just a smidge early, just to be sure. Um, let's get the sound working on the game. There we go. Testing the audio. Still facing a bit of stuttering, unfortunately. Just making sure we're all good to go. I'll probably start things up at the top of the hour. And I really wish that I could just get a better capture card just so the audio doesn't stutter like that. So I really wish I could just put out the quality of videos I would like to be putting out and that I'm sure anyone watching this would like to have. It's just gotta make sacrifices until I can ultimately afford an Elgato capture card. So in about 2.5 minutes, I should be going. And getting things started, whatever. And in the off chance there's anyone watching right now, feel free to join in the chat whenever, or if you're watching the VOD later, feel free to comment throughout about anything that just comes to mind. Because I know that the VODs I put up of the old episodes I did of this stream, they're doing okay. Viewership on those is going pretty good. Especially for videos that were uploaded 2 months ago. Okay. Yeah. It's about an hour. Not an hour. About a minute more and then we go and get the ball rolling. Just to have it at a good 10-minute mark for anyone watching the VODs later. Alright, here we go. Hey everybody, it's Crimson Zexel. Welcome to my latest stream here on Twitch, and a project I've been wanting to get back to for quite some time. To kind of explain, this particular stream is taking place about 2 months after I recorded the VODs that are currently up on my YouTube channel. And fortunately today, as I'm sure any fan of Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution would know, the update for Link Evolution just went live. Well, about like 12 hours ago. So, to kind of explain for anyone that doesn't know, this game is now available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Steam, and the Nintendo Switch got a free update for Link Evolution to coincide with that. So, that includes a bunch of new duels in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains story campaign, a bunch of new Duelist challenges that coincide with that, tons of new cards, like 4 different four different booster packs were added to Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains for the card shop that you unlock as you continue through the story mode, and the upcoming Master Rule 5 rule set just was made available, so Synchro, Fusion, and Xyz strategies from ages past, or more so from at least 3 to 6 years ago, are now back. Thank goodness for it, because what a perfect time to be playing 5D's then. Because as I continue to unlock more cards, oh, the synchro spam we will see. But for the time being, I am kind of questioning what deck to be using, since to grind through matches for cards and for duel points for the shop, I typically run with an Exodia deck. So I suppose we'll just get started from there. Sorry about being a little long-winded with that. Soon after the Fortune Cup ended, Yusei found himself in another duel against a man claiming to be a Dark Signer. After Yusei defeated his foe, sorry, text is kind of hard to read with a screen this tiny, he attempted to question him, but the individual had no memory of what had just transpired. I hope that is... like, it is very tiny text I'm reading. The man seemed to be under some sort of mind control. However, this was the moment that Yusei met the journalist Carly Carmine. Different name in Japanese, of course. Hi, I'm Carly, and I was hoping you'd tell me what it's like to be the first amateur to be on to become Domino City's new champ. And what happened here with this freaky dude in the hood? Hey, bring out loud. Sorry, just gonna make OBS a bit bigger, just so I can see. Okay. Hey, do you hear sirens? Who called security? We better get out of here before they start asking questions. But my interview! We'll finish it later. Later on, Yusei met up with Rex Goodwin to find answers about the Dark Signers. Yusei, the time has come for me to tell you the truth. Why don't we start with this mark? That is the mark of the Crimson Dragon. It belongs to those who protect our world from the darkness. This darkness is dangerous. It can take on many forms, even those of your friends. But you will know their identities, for they will have the Mark of the Shadows. Mark of the Shadows? You must mean the Dark Signers. Just as you were chosen to protect the light, they choose to protect the darkness. They will stop at nothing to annihilate you. To increase their strength, they absorb human souls, even those of the innocent. You and your friends must combine your strengths and defeat the Dark Signers. And if we can't, what if they release the shadows? If that should happen, well, you've already seen a glimpse of our fate. After talking with Goodwin, Yusei was dispatched to the satellite in order to seek out the Dark Signers. That's when he met an old friend. Hey, Yusei! Good to see you, Crow. What have you been up to? You know me, still fighting the good fight, robbing the rich to feed the poor and all that. So I hear that you're some big shot champion now. Yeah, something like that. Crow, why are the streets so deserted? These creepy cats have been coming around lately. They spout these wacky teachings trying to round up followers. Better look into this. Before too long, Crow and Yusei both come face to face with a dark signer. Yusei! And his bird-brained friend, Callan Kessler? Is that really you? I thought you were gone forever. Wrong, Yusei. While I was away, I made some new friends. I believe you already dueled one of my associates. You mean the Dark Signer. You're on their side? But you were once our friend! Once your friend, yes, but now your enemy. Now get ready for the duel of your life! He's a Dark Signer. This is what Goodwin was talking about when he said the darkness may come in the form of a friend. During their duel, Callan summoned Earthbound Immortal Kokapaka-Poo, and the creature absorbed human souls throughout the arena. Callan then used this monster to defeat Yusei. Yusei's friends immediately rushed to his side. Meanwhile, Luna and Leo discussed their next move to help stop the Dark Signers. Since we fight evil, that means we're superheroes! And superheroes are always supposed to stick together. That's like their most important thing. I think their superpowers are most important. Anyway, you're absolutely right, Leo. Let's stick together right here in this nice, cozy mansion. What about Akiza? She may be a signer, but that doesn't mean we can trust her. She's part of that weird Arcadia movement that's got all the psychics. Their main objective is to train duelists to inflict real damage. But Akiza would never really want to hurt people. Who knows? I say we stay as far away as possible. But Yanagi agreed that us heroes gotta stick together. What if she needs our help? Or what if Yusei's in trouble and we need Akiza's deck as backup? There's like a million reasons why this is a good idea. Meanwhile, Leo, Luna, Bolt, and Tenzin traveled to Arcadia Movement headquarters to get help from Akiza. You want to see Akiza? She's awfully busy. What's so incredibly important that you've come all the way here? She has the mark of the dragon! That means she's a superhero! Luna and me are superheroes too! We're going to help our friend Yusei and fight the Dark Signers and save the whole city! I've been monitoring some strange occurrences lately myself. I would love to help you. You would? My Arcadia movement represents all that is good. I promise you that I'll do everything to stop this threat. Alright! Thank you! Now if you'll just excuse me, I'll go get Akiza. Unfortunately, the entire visit was a trap set up by Sayer. His intention was to test Leo's abilities to find out if they were similar to Luna's. Where's Luna? Where am I? Why am I chained up with this gizmo on my head? That hat detects latent psychic powers, assuming that you have any. Latent what? You said you were going to get Akiza and help us fight the Dark Signers! I will make society pay for how they discriminated and treated psychics throughout time. What are you gonna do to me? Take my brain or something? Of course not. You're here to take a test. To see if you have the power of a psychic duelist. Akiza was just a preview. I have dozens more psychic duelists at my command. Psychics can do incredible things with their minds. Does that mean Akiza's gonna help you get even? But she's supposed to be a hero! A hero? She doesn't even know what I'm really doing here. Now what do you say we start that test? Yeah, the Arcadia movement is all sorts of messed up, though admittedly, the entirety of the Dark Signer arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's one of my favorites. And the Arcadia movement is by far one of the single most disappointing arcs, disappointing plot points in the entire history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because There was so much potential, and they squandered it. That being said, let's go straight in with a deck I know will work out just about every time. So, we're going to be dueling against Leo. I do know there are at least 2 cards in his deck I don't have. And they're both remaining copies of Power Tool Dragon I don't have. And I just find that using Exodia decks built around mass card drawing always works to be able to get the most cards and most duel points for your money. So sorry about the long-winded wait to actually get into gameplay, but yeah, I liked some of the theatrics behind story mode. Alright. And yes, as you can tell, this would be an illegal deck in online, unranked, and ranked matches, but since this is just story mode, we can design these decks and make them as broken as we want. It's so much fun. And honestly, at this point, I don't freaking know what's going on with the audio. Maybe between streams, I'll restart my computer to see if that fixes anything later on. Sixth Sense, which is always fun to pull. 5 and 6, because you always go with that. Don't want to have that many cards milled out of my deck, now do I? Yes, multiple copies of Exodia, because this deck can be allowed to be that broken. Ah, crap. For a second I was like, what happened to the audio? Going into Power Tool Dragon, didn't expect any less of you, Leo. And in the off chance anyone is watching and decides, like, maybe we should go without game audio, just let me know and I'll turn off the game audio. Because it's not nearly as important other than just keeping audience engagement, unfortunately. 2 Power Tool Dragons? Are you kidding me? Leo, cool it. This is only turn 1. Cool it with double tool C and D. Because it's triples of that same card, so what's the difference? Rocket Pilder. That's why. I need to work fast. Because 2 Power Tool Dragons is going to overwhelm this deck pretty quick. And, prove it's the Link Evolution update, we now have Exodia's new summoning animation for this game. Sorry, Luna. It looks like the boy isn't special after all. At least I still have the girl. Alright, so the next story mode, Reverse Duel is up. Morphtronic Power Tool. And yep, the last couple copies of Power Tool Dragon that I needed. Because I've collected basically every other card from the Leo Luna booster pack. Sorry, I have a spreadsheet to keep track of what cards I do have and still need. I'm just running through that, trying to find Power Tool Dragon so I can remove that from the listing. So now the only card I have left to get from Leo and Luna's booster pack is Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. So that's fortunate enough. Depending on how far I can go through the Dark Signer arc here, I may just, hold on. I may decide to... What am I trying to say? I may do the reverse duels as well. Here we go. Alright, digging deeper. Reporter Carly Carmine was on the trail to find out what exactly the Crimson Dragon was. Her search led her to sneak into Arcadia Movement headquarters, where she came face to face with Sayer. These files prove Arcadia Movement isn't as innocent as they claim to be. Well, well, little mouse. You should be more careful. You shouldn't go scampering where there could be traps. Now that you've seen what you've seen, I can't let you leave. But, in the interest of good sport, allow me to at least give you a fighting chance. You can try to run, or you can duel me. What do you say? Bring it on! You should have tried to run. Okay, back to Exodia then. So, up next, Fortune Fairies. And, well, I wonder... Fortune Lady, guaranteed to be using. But I wonder if the update included the Fortune Fairy cards into her deck. That would be a really cool plot twist for me. Nope, Fortune Ladies. I held out hope for where there was none. It would have been cool to have the surprise twist of her using Fortune Fairies in tandem with Fortune Ladies. Because those cards were just recently added in. I can do without Magical Mallet for now. Got a couple more copies of that waiting in the wings. Okay, another Graceful Charity then. Can get rid of the second arm and the other card key. Now we're looking... Well... No, I should be okay for now. And... Maybe I should just chain Hope for Escape just to speed things up. Okay, get rid of the extra leg. Get rid of the extra Exodia head I don't need. Why not? Let's go Pot of Duality. Because I know Sangin going into battle phase is going to guarantee the win, but let's see if we can draw into that last Exodia leg. Let's go Pot of Greed. Okay, spare Exodia head that I don't need. No, what am I doing? There. Okay, attack Fortune Lady Wind. Get destroyed. Search the leg. Boom. Audio problems I go through just to stream when I want to. Alright. You won't get away with this. Sector security will come looking for me. Sector security can't touch us. Not as long as I know the truth about Goodwin. And what truth would that be? Director Goodwin is from the satellite sector. That, my dear, is the least of his secrets. I wonder what else he's hiding. Night, night, little mouse. Ah! And unfortunately, we do not get to see her being flung out of a 80-story skyscraper window. So we have unlocked Carly's deck avatar. Lost Fortune. Hey, Crow's booster pack. The last couple we needed for 5D's. Let's see. Gotta figure out where those cards are. So, Fortune Lady Earth. That's one less of that. Fortune's Future. There we go. I'm honestly wondering if it's this spreadsheet that's causing issues. I don't know. I'll figure it out soon-ish. Okay. Got Solitaire Magician there. Okay. Mark of the Monkey. As Carly fell from the Arcadia Movement building, that is a lie. She was not absorbed by purple mist and vanished. She hit the ground. He died. Soon afterwards, the earth began to quake. Carly reappeared as a dark signer. Get out of my building. But I'm here to ask you for a rematch, Sayer. I must be seeing things. Is that you, Carly? But you fell! The Dark Signers are actively recruiting duelists to join their cause, and they chose yours truly. That's bad news for you. Sayer and Carly began a shadow duel, and a series of quakes continued to hit the Arcadia Movement Tower. Sayer was defeated by Dark Signer Carly, and seemingly fell to his doom from atop Arcadia headquarters. During the battle, Earthbound Immortal Asilla Piscu was summoned and began destroying the entire building. Fortunately, Leo, Luna, Bolt, and Tenzin used this opportunity to escape Arcadia headquarters. Luna! How did you guys find me? This is the 8th door Bolt has knocked in. I need to break this glass to get to Leo. Leo, are you alright? Where's Luna? Is she okay? I'm right in front of you, Leo. I'm so glad you're safe. It's not like I'm helpless without you. So, what am I doing in this room? I don't know, but let's not talk about it right now. Meaning, let's get out of here! Akiza managed to escape the collapsing building with the rest of Yusei's friends, and the Earthbound Immortal vanished along with the Dark Signer. Elsewhere in New Domino City, a newly detained Greiger received a surprising rescue. Huh? Who are you? The name is Divac. I know what Goodwin did to you, Greiger, to your village. I know you're angry, and I know you still want revenge. I can help you get that revenge. Come with me. Meanwhile, Yusei Fudo and the rest of the signers met with Goodwin to discuss recent events. Let me give you a history lesson. Thousands of years ago, a huge war was fought where the Crimson Dragon defeated the Army of Shadows. Afraid that the Shadows would one day return to destroy the world, the Crimson Dragon locked them underground. Magic symbols were carved into the earth, trapping their essence for millennia. In time, the shadows were forgotten. Their prison became a tourist destination, known as the Nazca Lines. But the shadows weren't willing to stay defeated. They wanted revenge, which they are now getting with the help of the Dark Signers. I believe some of you have already experienced the Dark Signers' dangerous monsters firsthand. You must mean the Earthbound Immortals. Yes, their strength is staggering, for they contain the very power of the Army of Shadows. We get it, they're bad, let's just take them out. Our task goes far beyond beating an enemy. It's a rescue operation for all those poor people who have been corrupted by the powers of darkness. After talking with Goodwin, the Signer team headed into Satellite in order to stop the Dark Signers. The Signer team split up, each setting out to battle a different Dark Signer, each with their own motivations. The Dark Signer Divac had taken Ancient Fairy Dragon and was keeping it from Luna. In an attempt to find and rescue her Ancient Fairy Dragon, Luna transported to the spirit world. It was essentially in an out-of-body experience. While Leo searched for Luna, he came across Divac and was pulled into a duel against a Dark Signer. Who are you? You're not a Signer. What are you doing here?
I'm here to duel you. That is, if you think you're strong enough to take me on.
Is this some kind of joke? Where's the little girl? Why isn't she here? I told her to come.
Well, she's busy. You're gonna have to duel me instead, mister. I may not be a Signer, but that doesn't mean that I can't rock a deck.
I applaud your enthusiasm, but I am afraid that you simply do not have the power to match me, boy. You insist on being destroyed, so be it. And Exodia. I wonder, if there is anyone watching at the moment. Ooh, seems that there is someone watching right now. Good to see you there. I do have a couple other decks besides Exodia that I am using. Perhaps the most useful I have at the moment that can help demonstrate the Synchrotic Seas changes in Master Rule for the update would be Noble Knights. Otherwise, I'd probably have to... Well, there is Dark Magician as well, it's just... I'd prefer, if at all possible, to use... there goes the audio again. If at all possible, I would like to hold off on using Dark Magician... the Dark Magician deck I have until I can get some of the newer cards in the Blue Angel pack. Let's see. That's basically game right there, so... The arm I was missing was right arm. There we go. Game. And there's Exodia! Luna returned from the spirit world and regained Ancient Fairy Dragon. With Leo and Luna's combined power, they were able to defeat Divac.
This is a total happy ending moment!
Except this isn't the ending. Leo, you were really great.
Oh, you crybaby.
Okay. So, Kusalu's deck recipe. That'll be interesting to try assembling. Moja and King of the Beast. Oh, there we have 2 copies of Divac's Earthbound Immortal. Because why not? We also have one of Jack Atlas's cards. from the manga specifically, Phantom King Hydride. Just making a note of that. Please play. Thank you. The audio. Okay. Just making notes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we actually have 6 more. Yeah, 6 more duels in the Dark Signer arc before we can even remotely contemplate rematching and reverse dueling. So, a whale of a ride. After Divac was defeated in the Shadow Duel, Greiger appeared as the new Dark Signer. He set out to battle Yusei, but he found one of Yusei's old friends instead. Get out of my way! Sorry, pal, but you're not going anywhere. I'm looking for Yusei. Well, you found Crow! And you're not going anywhere until we duel. You're challenging me? Get real. You're not a signer. The only thing that matters is that you're a Dark Signer, and that means you're gonna pay for what you did. Your giant monster and your freaky dark fog have taken everyone from Satellite, including the orphans I was taking care of. They were just innocent kids. They didn't do anything to you. But I guess that's how you guys operate. Well, not anymore, pal. I'm gonna stop you. So, you're so determined to destroy yourself. But yeah, since you're so determined to destroy yourself, I'll oblige you. And Exodia. Because we don't have nearly enough cards to go use a Blackwing deck until we can reverse duel Crow here. Okay. And I suppose as an interesting little tidbit, since it focuses on Exodia decks generally, so far, I have not once hit the scenario with a 45-card deck and hundreds of times using it, of just opening up with all 5 pieces of Exodia. That has not happened yet. Graceful Charity. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the 1 pot of Duality and Dark World Dealings. Pot of Duality. Same arm as we have. Exodia's head. Another piece of Exodia that we need. Let's go with this leg. I'll save 1 data piece for next turn just to save that damage protection. And go card D. Though we may have to discard something here. Yeah, Magical Mallet we can get rid of. Like, all we really need from here is Sandgin hitting the field, and we got this. Let's activate 1 day. Yeah, hope for escape. Oh, there it is. And I do wonder if they've added, if the developers for this game added in the option to skip summoning animations like that, just to help make the process of going from start to finish of a duel as quick as possible. Because until the summoning animation was included for Exodia, I did appreciate just being able to go from draw the final piece, head straight to the end of the duel. During the duel, Greiger realized his enemy wasn't truly the Signers or Goodwin. Greiger attempted to forfeit the duel, but the power of the shadows would not allow him. After the battle was won, Greiger was gravely injured while saving Crow from collapsing debris. Why'd you risk your life for me? Because you risked yours, so that my family and friends could return to their homeland. Greiger, you must continue to fight the Dark Signers. Stay strong. Save your family. You can count on it, Greiger. Alright, reverse duel, immortal, I'm trying to remember the name. Chaku Chalua, I believe the name was? Ultimate Athletes. Right! The UA monsters that were introduced in Zexal. So, Dark Sea Float, Dark Flat Top, and Chaku... hold on. Chaku Chalua is the name of it. Float. Just adding the final note. Okay. A score to settle. Yusei once again confronted his old friend, Callan, to settle the score. Good to see you, old friend. I see that you got your duel runner up and running again. I was afraid that you weren't gonna... I was afraid that you weren't gonna give me the opportunity to settle the score after you sold me out. You got it all wrong. I'm no traitor. I have no time for your lies. But I do have time to send you straight to the netherworld and kill you. I know the real you is still inside you, Callan. It's time to get... It's time I get him back. And Exodia! I find that decks built around being as broken as possible, in the case of this Exodia deck, works much better than just going with the story decks. From what I've seen thus far of the Brains storyline, Yusaku is not equipped to take on Ghost Girl at all. Like, he is not with that deck. Infernity Dwarf. I wonder if Crash Town is represented in story mode or not. I'll find out. Pot of Duality. Oh, right. Gotta remember where Pot of Desires is specifically, but I do know that Pot of Extravagance was just recently added into the game. We're fine. This, just discard that spare Exodia arm. So, to those of you watching, if anyone, feel free to talk in the chat. I would very much appreciate conversing with whoever's there, just to get an idea of what you think so far of the update. Yeah, I can spare a couple of hits. Well, you do need to watch out for that no-card strategy. Alan's got running. Let's go Magical Mallet and keep Swift Scarecrow. Because we need draw power and we need it now. There we go. Okay. Ooh, Sixth Sense could be useful. That's both my copies of it. And Hope for Escape. And that should set us up pretty well for this next turn. Just to activate those to speed up the process. Chain them together. Get more draw power off of it. So it's just the other Exodia arm and then Exodia itself. Archfiend Palabyrinth. Is that supposed to work specifically with Infernity Archfiend? Wow, the audio is just dying right here. What the crap? How in the world have I still not drawn this card? 20 cards, 3 Exodia heads, and I haven't drawn one yet? Ooh, it's gonna hurt. I'll at least tank this hit. Wait, no, I don't have any more copies of Hope for Escape. 1 day of peace will always work, though. Because that gives me a whole turn of immunity. There we go. Okay. No, that does not skip it. Is there seriously no way of skipping my buttons anyway? You say I spent years hating you and planning my revenge. I let my anger devour me. And I willingly gave myself to the darkness. But in beating me, you did what you set out to do. You saved me. Callan! Don't back down, you say. No matter what happens, push the shadows back to where they belong. Alright. His Infernity Challenge deck and Yusei's Booster deck. Let's see. Yikes, the audio is not wanting to be friendly. I may actually start, depending on how quickly we can get through the 5D's, Darksigner arc, I may start up a couple of duels from the Brain storyline just so we can unlock those packs and the booster packs for that in the card shop and start trying to get stuff from that. Let's see. Infinity. Oh, there it is. Sorry about the audio stuttering. Okay, got those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Destiny's Will. You say rush to meet Roman, the leader of the Darksigners, and Rex Goodwin's brother. You say thought this would be their final showdown. I'm glad you made it. I thought you would be too torn up over what you did to your friend. What I did? Callan chose his own path. I am not responsible for him. If anyone's to blame, it's you, Roman. You took advantage of a messed up kid. There's no need to get worked up. I wasn't blaming you. We all did exactly what Destiny wanted us to do. You were meant to destroy your friend, just as I was meant to destroy your father. My father? How fascinating that the signer hoping to defeat me is Professor Fudo's son. You're up against a force you can't begin to comprehend. A force awoken by your father. 20 years ago, your father discovered planetary particles. These particles act like planetary gears, binding otherwise unrelated particles to one another. Your father's team began conducting experiments using planetary particles to build and manipulate greater molecular structures. This led to the discovery of NRD, the creation of the NRD reactor. That's when Rex and I joined his team as research assistants. Everyone was excited about the possibilities the reactor was presenting. The research was proceeding smoothly. Until that fateful day. Every time we conducted a test with the NRD reactor, unusual weather events descended on New Domino City. Worried, the professor wanted to put a stop to the experiments and shut the reactor down. I wasn't happy to say the least, so I did some investigating. I discovered that in the far-off Nazca lines, similar weather conditions were happening at the same time as our tests. So I decided to journey to the Nazca lines to find out as much information as I could. I learned of a local legend where every 5,000 years, powerful spirits rise up and battle there. The Nazca lines were said to be evil spirits that were sealed away, defeated by the Great Dragon during their last battle. I drove out to see these lines for myself where I met a man from Iliaster. Iliaster? He somehow knew of the NRD experiments and said they needed to continue. That's when I heard something unexplainable. It wasn't a voice like me talking to you. It wasn't words. The voice made me understand that the NRD reactor had the power to break the seals of the Nazca lines and release the Army of Shadows. It was Destiny's instrument, and the voice convinced me that I was the one to play it. I ousted Professor Fudo and destroyed the NRD reactor, leading to Zero Reverse, a cataclysm so devastating that it split New Domino City in two and opened the door to the Netherworld.
So the history books were wrong. It wasn't my father's fault that the city was destroyed. Yeah, lots of talking. No, you say. Your father was a self-righteous boor who couldn't see the magnificence of the NRD reactor. He was a failure, and you will be too. For I shall resurrect the king of the netherworld. Exodia would like to say otherwise. Hey, Mathmax! Yep. So, we should be dealing with, specifically Earthbound Immortal Uru. Just a shame he won't be able to get Uru out into play before I'm able to win. Spiderweb. Okay. So, if a monster declares an attack, at the end of damage, it swaps defense and can't swap until the end phase of the controller's next turn. Good thing I don't need attack position monsters to win. But unfortunately, that means that Roman has one of the 3 ingredients he needs for an Earthbound Immortal. Probably. Yeah, Graceful Charity. That and that. Okay. We just need one more turn. We have everything we need to win. Self-destruct ant. So, the pieces we need are this leg and the other arm. And that's game. So again, if there is anyone in chat right now who cares to talk Yu-Gi-Oh! In any capacity, feel free to just post in chat. Like, well, I don't know. It could be a variety of things we could discuss in chat. Because I know that a ton of new archetypes just popped into Link Evolution because of the update. Getting to test out the new Dark Magician cards is something I'm looking forward to, but something I've really been eager to test out have been the Noble Knight cards that came out in sets like Cybernetic Horizon and Soul Fusion. Cards that were TCG exclusives originally. You really think it's over? Unless you defeat all the Dark Signers by sunset, the King of the Netherworld will still resurrect. Nah. I'm glad I don't have to voice you anymore. Infernity Beetle, Spider, and Earthbound Immortal Uru, and Roman's challenge deck is Trap Tricks. So let's get those cards listed. Infernity Beetle.
Here we go. Shadows of Doubt. This entire story and duel setup from the 5D's show, definitely a fan favorite. I know that much.
I've been waiting for you, Jackie. No, you can't be a dark signer. But I am. Carly, who did this to you?
Who, Jack? You must be joking. The answer is so obvious.
You are the one responsible. No, you're mistaken. I'm the one who's trying to save you.
Please. You chose to cut me off because you thought I was one of the paparazzi.
That's not true. I kept you at a distance because I didn't want you to get hurt.
Well, you failed. Now it's my turn to even the score. Ah, the irony. Before, I was chasing after you and hanging off your every word. Now things have gone full circle.
You're now the desperate one. That's right. Desperate to get the old Carly back. There's no way I'll be denied.
And yet this game's story didn't even explain that Jack and Carly knew each other from the start of the Dark Signer arc. Just, look, Carly's here. Suddenly she knows Jack, and Jack knows her. Yeah. Alright. Future visions. That's gonna complicate some things. Vanishes for a couple turns. So long as I'm not normal summoning anything, I should be okay. Alright, Carly. Hit me with everything you get. Solitaire Magician. And crap. I need to activate Hope for Escape now, because wind is going to destroy it. Woo! Shame I couldn't get the best card draw yield from Hope for Escape, but better to trigger it than let it just get destroyed. Okay. That and Magical Mallet should be okay. There we go. Been streaming for about an hour now.
Carly! Carly! Just hang in there, Carly. You hear me?
Yes, Jack. I hear you.
You're going to make it through this.
I know, Jack. I will. But not here.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to bring you back. I'll never give up hope, and I'll never stop fighting for you, Carly.
I know, Jack. That's why you're my number one. Now then, I'm afraid that it's time I get going. Goodbye, Jack.
I won't ever forget everything that you did for me.
And in the next duel, unless it's otherwise said, Jack had admitted in the Japanese subbing of 5D's that he did love Carly. One of the rare moments where something like that would be admitted to. see. Time passage. And then Fortune Lady Water. Oh, which does remind me, we did get the new Fortune Lady support in addition to the Fortune Fairies, so that's going to be fun to test out for the first time. Because I've wanted to, and just decided not to use any of the like online applications for Yu-Gi-Oh! To test that out. So this will be fun. Truth, consequences. All but one Dark Signer remained, and it was up to Akiza to take her down. That's all the story? Really? Given the gravitas, even if not explained in this particular story match, seriously? Given the gravitas between Akiza and Misty established in... That's just not here? Okay, Spell Absorption, Advance Force, no, and Shard of Greed. Okay then. So that sets her up to be able to get out her Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. Also keep gaining life points, so if I get Hope for Escape, Misty is going to yield quite the life point difference, coupled with the fact that that card, Hope for Escape, is going to be a very, very strong draw card in this particular match. Pot of Greed or Upstart Goblin? Pot of Greed. Ooh. We already have a card we can discard with this. Yep, that is the one I'm looking for. And that should do it for now. I have to draw Hope for Escape at the end of the turn. Terraforming. Uh-oh, Mausoleum of the Emperor is bad news! Oh, that is very bad news. Reptilian Gorgon. ×2. All she needs is Kokoraya and we're hosed. So now there's a 4,000 life point difference. This should make it 6,000. To be honest, I likely could have attacked, but this is going to be all more hilarious. So how many cards do we draw? Only 3, and it's not what we need. Dang it. And you have defeated yourself. Why are they... Some of the cards right on the bottom of my deck? Really?
Alright. What's happening? Why is the earth shaking? Look over there! Another dark signer? But who could it be? I don't know, but I have a feeling we're about to find out. Yes, we are. Misty's deck avatar. Paralyzing Reptilian for her challenge deck. Ogariah, Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, and Reptilian Spawn. So let's make note of those. Again, sorry about the choppy audio. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Sorry, one more. Earthbound Immortal. There. Only one more Earthbound Immortal. Signs of Doom. The Signers failed to defeat all of the Dark Signers before sunset. The King of the Netherworld arose. Yusei and the other Signers were transported by the Crimson Dragon to Rex Goodwin's location. Isn't this the temple underneath Goodwin's mansion? The King of the Netherworld is heading this way! But what for? I don't know. In that case, allow me to explain. You may have succeeded in defeating the Dark Signers, but not in time to close the doors to the Netherworld. The King of the Netherworld is coming here for the ritual. What ritual? The ritual that has been carried out at this temple for many millennia. This ritual duel will allow me to become all-powerful and rule the world. I will crush you Signers and send you all to the Netherworld. In turn, the King of the Netherworld will do my bidding, and my ultimate plan will at last be set in motion. Now then, will you agree to this duel, or will you not? Sure, if beating you means that monster goes bye-bye. Sounds fair to me, but you wretched Signers are the ones who will be getting the beating. We'll see. Let's do this! And instead of it being an awesome 3v1, it's just Yusei versus Rex Goodwin. Alright, so the Inca deck of the Sun and Moon Dragons, as well as the Earthbound Immortal Wiracocha Raska. This is gonna get nutty. Also, why would you set Mausoleum of the Emperor face down to start with? That gives you a ton of utility. The intelligent player would take advantage of that if they had an Earthbound Immortal in their hand. Ooh. Just all of cross spells to start us off. One, two, three. Let's go hope for escape. And just because I feel crazy right now, let's throw in that final one-day
1 day of peace. Ooh, graceful charity for next turn. Alright, 6 cents. Come on. Okay, just mill 1 and it's magical mallet. No skin off my back. Though we will have to wait until next turn before Rex can hit me, and... or I can activate this now. Pot of Greed, that's always a good option. Cutting down... Okay, just summoning Oracle of the Sun. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, going in for Synchro Summons then. So Sun Dragon Inti. And per Master Rule 5, the AI knows to ignore the extra monster zones with Synchros! Yay! This is gonna get hectic. Plus, it kinda does reactivate Rex Goodwin's entire strategy with Master Rule 5, now that you think about it. Sun Dragon Inti and Moondragon Quila now can actually function. There's that last piece, right at the top of the deck. And game. Alright. After the battle with Rex Goodwin, the Signers summoned the Crimson Dragon and destroyed the King of the Netherworld. Yusei awoke in a strange location. Where am I? Goodwin, is that really you? Not just me. Hello, brother. So happy to see you again. Feels as though it's been an eternity. Oh, wrong voices. Whoop! Indeed. Where are we? In between the light and the darkness, you say. Place of peace. It's all thanks to you. The bonds we form really are all that matters in life. You say, take care. Now if you'll excuse us, my brother and I have some catching up to do. Alright, got Rex Goodwin's deck recipe, his challenge deck of Yang Zing. We were Coach Araska, Moondragon Quila, and Supe, the tuner required for Quila. Alright, okay, there we go. Got all of those marked. So now, we're not going to go into the start of the Mechlord saga, the entire World Racing Grand Prix. So for now, just to get a look at the card shop as it is now, just to see. Okay, I got a good number of the cards that Pro and Yusei packs have. Just Ghost Reaper. But we're going to hold off on spending so that we can use that in the new Vrains packs. But before we get to that, we need to unlock those packs. So, I've already been through the
tutorial ones, the ones that were available from the start of the Switch game's release. Do I have to go through this one again? Fortunately, that, as far as has been able to be deduced from early players of the update, Vrains does not have its story, like, at all. Like it has, but no story attached to him. So this is going to be getting a little closer to what I'm sure you were all expecting to be seeing people stream for today for Link Evolution. Though I do have to work pretty quick just to avoid getting annihilated by trick stars. Yeah, Upstart Goblin. Because the weird situation, I haven't really seen too much of the Marincess deck strategy yet. I hope to be able to test that out, figure out how that operates. But as far as I can tell, Trickstars and Altergeists can, at their full capacity, be some of the most dangerous decks from Vrains, which makes it all the more disappointing that the characters of Ghost Girl and Blue Angel ultimately were not nearly as impactful in Vrains as they could have been. Right. Ooh, one more card. Sixth Sense right at the start. Discard 2. Okay, no Exodians. That's good. Going into light stage, are we? Yep. So this is gonna start to hurt. A lot. The only benefit for this is going to be use of Hope for Escape to inevitably draw more cards. But this is just gonna be painful. Narcissus. Okay. Okay, deciding to attack then. At least take the hits for now. Okay, that can also be a problem. Link summoning into the Holly Angel. Oh. Sorry. I was expecting the duel to go on for a bit longer, but okay. Now, does this unlock our... Yes, it does. She had cards I didn't unlock already? Huh. Let's see. Athena. Yeah, those were the last copies of that card I didn't have. Huh. Okay, so we have now unlocked A Storm is Calling. Yeah, not A Storm is Calling, A Storm is Coming. A data storm of sorts. Okay. So, Playmaker with Exodia versus Varus and his Rockets. Or, as people would preferably want, but was ultimately censored because of the dub, Revolver. Sorry, I knocked something over, just... I wanted to take care of that. Alright.
Thing is, I need to be working fast because Varus's cards, if I underestimate them, will annihilate me. Last thing I need is Topologic, Bomber Dragon, Borrelode Dragon, any of those cards just popping out almost instantly. 6th Sense right off that. Yeah, draw 6! Just one Exodia piece missing. Auto Rocket Dragon, Quick Launch, Shell Rocket Dragon. Uh-oh, Squib Drop. This is gonna start to hurt! Interplanet... Bleh, that's always a tongue twister for card name. Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon. I can hold off for now in case Hope for Escape becomes useful later. Alright. So the odds are against me at the moment. Shell Rocket's effect goes off and he gets out Magna Rocket. Okay. One day of peace should help. Bye, Revolver. It was nice knowing ya. Not even Mirror Force can save you now. Alright. Ghost Gal's Invitation. Reverse Duel. Revolver as a deck avatar. Rocket Fire is the name of his deck recipe for this duel. No challenge duel yet. Alright, Ghost Gal's Invitation. Or was it good? I don't remember what it is anymore! Because I think in the Japanese dub it was Ghost Gal. In English it was... No, it's Ghost Gal even in English. Maybe it was Ghost Girl in Japanese. Eh, whatever. Go in second, just so I get that first draw. Problem is, I'm now pitting Exodia against Altergeists. So, from what I've seen, unless you're using a custom deck, Ghost Gal can prove a problem. Hopefully I can get past Emma with Exodia. Okay. Here we go! You're so good. Spare leg, spare arm. A lot of duality. For escape. Magical Mallet. And another pod duality. Guess we're going to Hope for Escape. Set. Summon. Hope she doesn't chain something. Alright. We're going from here. Yeah, going from here. Second Hope for Escape and Sangin. So now the terror begins. Protocol. The activation and effects of Altergeist cards activated on your field cannot be negated. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can send one other face-up Altergeist card you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So, avoid using monster effects, unless it's something like Sangin. Or unless she gets rid of Protocol for whatever reason. Magical Merchant. Excavate for a spell or trap. Marionetter. Mistaken Arrest. Call the Haunted to get back Marionetter, then. When this card is normal summoned, you can set one Altergeist trap card directly from your deck to your spell and trap zone. Target an Altergeist card you control and one Altergeist monster in your graveyard. Send that card on the field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon the other from your grave. I don't know the Altergeist effects all that well, so going over that is going to help me in the long run. Ooh, boy. Oh boy, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. If only you control a spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. If you control no spellcasters, you cannot activate spell cards. Spells are almost imperative to this deck unless I can get what I need and fast. Fortunately, the Exodia pieces are spellcasters. I just need a spare one. Alright, so I can't activate spells. No. I can't activate card D without risking losing that for Marionetter, and that's just a bad idea waiting to happen. So set Sandgin and end turn. Like, I'm really hoping that I can overcome this strategy because, ooh boy. Old Vindictive Magician. Destroying Sandgin, triggering its effect. Mistaken Arrest. Until the end of your next turn after this card... Dang it all! She had an out! She had an out for Sandgin that I didn't even realize. Mistaken Arrest. And I have no idea how many copies of Mistaken Arrest she even has. This could be a problem. Though I am waiting for her to dish out a bit more of effect damage so I can make the most of that. Trigger both copies of Hope for Escape, because I needs it. Okay. 5,000 difference on each. There's a spell, a spare Exodia part. Here goes nothing! Okay, so that unlocks spells again. Okay, got both copies of legs, so I don't think I'll need that one yet. I can get rid of the spare pot of duality. Come on. Can get rid of magical mallet off of that. How is it that Exodia's head is within the bottom 12 cards of my deck? Come on. No way that's getting pulled off. Oh. Excuse me, how?
I can try for Magical Mallet. I'll keep Swift Scarecrow. Or send Pot of Duality and the spare Exodia leg back into the deck. Count them up. Yep. Can't summon Sandin, so that's a problem. Got a spare Exodia part, but I don't know. Sixth Sense might be a risk. I'm gonna have to ditch Sandin, I guess. No, I'm not gonna risk Sixth Sense. Because if I have to draw discard 4, that's gonna pose a problem. Altergeist Manifestation being banished. Target an Altergeist trap in your grave, add it to your hand. And she's returning a second copy of Protocol. End of main phase 1, into battle phase. End of battle phase. Probably, by and large, this is the smartest I have ever had to play Exodia. Just to be able to counter most of what she's got. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I can only stall for so long at this point. Last 9 cards, it's a 1 in 3 chance of drawing Exodia's head. Wasn't able to search for it without risking Mistaken Arrest going off. Can't use Sixth Sense without risking losing half of my remaining cards and possibly all of Exodia's head. The only defense I have is Swift Scarecrow. Don't remember if Altergeists have any effect damage strategies, so... Ooh. Taking a gamble. Bingo! Woo! Emo, you are out of your mind. And I know you're only going to get worse. Exodia can, in the right circumstances, beat out Ghost Gal. So Altergeist Protocol is your deck rescue name. And 3 copies of Mistaken Arrest, since I basically have her entire archetype. Let's see. Clear out the entire playset of Mistaken Arrest from that. Dueling for Answers. Still no sign of any new packs yet. So now we're going up against Akira Zaizen, older brother of Blue Angel, and his Tindangle deck. Pretty sure this is not going to be nearly as ridiculous as Altergeists. One Exodia piece from victory, and it's just my first turn. Ah, dang.
You know what? I'm gonna go crazy with this one. That's game. That is game! He didn't even get a single monster face up before I won. Really, Akira? I expected more of a challenge out of that one. Wasn't expecting it to go by like that. Alright. Reverse Duel. Shira as a player avatar. A cute Tindangle as his deck recipe, and creepy Crawlers as his challenge deck. Fiend Griefing, Prediction Princess, Coin Roma, and another Fiend Griefing. Okay. I do not believe I have that trap card listed among the stuff on my spreadsheet, so that one's getting added in. Honestly surprised, though. And then Prediction. I also do not have Prediction Princesses listed. Yikes! Prediction Princess. Coin. Forma. 2. Alright. I'll probably just keep going until we unlock the first pack. What happened to the audio? Hold on. Hello? Hold on just a second. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I think the stream couldn't handle the audio anymore, so guess we're now on silent permanently until I close OBS. Okay. So again, we'll just keep going. No story stuff. Shame we don't have game audio, but it's okay. So Varus versus Ghost Gal. And to the one viewer still in chat, again, feel free to chime in at any time you feel like. Unless that's you, Andrew, in which case, why are you still not piping up? Light Sworns. Huh. That's an interesting choice. Or is it Altergeists and Spellcasters just mixed in? Okay. I was like, why Light Sworns? Okay, one piece we could use. Card D, and... Okay, just the Exodia piece, I guess. And pass go. Alright. Shame that the audio had to die when I was least hoping it would. Just checking up on a couple of things in the background. Multi-faker is going to be a problem. We do not move fast, and we got nothing. Okay. Yeah, just checking up things in the background. I mean, at this... Oh, boy. We are in for some trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. 2 copies of Altergeist Hextia. That's not a good sign. For me, anyway. I can hold off for now. Ah! Okay, never mind. We need to hurry. Oh, gosh. All I've got is Sixth Sense and a Swift Scarecrow. And a dream of victory. I can take the risk with Sixth Sense, considering I have more cards to expect. Oh no. 2 Graceful Charities and an Exodia piece. Probably the one I needed. Alright, so I gotta win. And now... Cried. Please, 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 please draw that last Exodia. Ah! I'm dead. I have lost. Dang it, Altergeists. I didn't even get a card from that matchup. Does that mean I have everything she has in there? Okay. Round 2. Okay, I'm going first then. One, 2, and 3. Okay, guess we're getting an Exodia leg out of this. Set that. Draw and hope we get something good. Okay, we can just get rid of that. Magical Mallet. And shuffle our entire hand back in. See if we get any draw cards out of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Graceful Charity. I can part with at least 1 Exodia head, that much I know. Dang it. Yeah, draw 6. There we go. Get Exodia's head back and a few extra draw cards. Okay. Meluseek, if memory serves me with its name. All right. So just as a reminder to myself, can attack directly. When it inflicts battle damage to the opponent, it can target a card the opponent controls and send it to the graveyard. Yeah, that's kind of absurd, and one of the many reasons why that card is not only a very expensive card when it came out, anyway, but it's just crazy. Like, Altergeist Meluseek is probably one of the more absurd cards ever to be printed in this game. Can get rid of the spare arms. Pot of Greed. Another Graceful Charity play. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Just get rid of the spare Exodia parts, and we win. Victory! Okay. So from that, the reverse duel for deck recipe, and we have all her cards. Of course we do, somehow. Now it's Spectre versus Blue Angel. And we are going second. Perfect. Shining Angel. Okay. And just pass go. You really expect me to hit that, don't you? Well, you would be surprised with this deck. And get rid of that. And get rid of the other one of that we have. Though I could have gotten rid of the second Exodia arm we don't need. But, whatever. Okay, double Sixth Sense on draw phase. So 5 and 6, always go with those with this card. 1, 2, 3. One, two. We lost a lot of Exodia pieces from that. Ooh. Hopefully, Blue Angel makes the life point difference a bit higher. Why are you not... What? Okay, Pot of Duality. I don't need that. That I could use. No, don't want to use Hope for Escape. Dang it. I'm waiting for the right moment. You know what? Screw it. We're going to mulligan this entire hand. All right, got something out of it. All right. No. Quit asking. Okay, Dark Lord Nurse Refugule. That's going to make this very painful. Because every time I would gain life points, I would instead take damage. So she's got to have a strategy for this. She's forcing me to swap Shining Angel with Sangin. And Monster Reap. You're bringing back one of my Exodias. You little nut job. And Narcissus. And this is gonna hurt. You're throwing out Honest. Are you kidding me? And there's Trickstar Lilybell. At least she doesn't have Light Stage active. Now draw power for days. And now for Holly Angel. Oh boy. Now, all monsters I control are going to lose attack power regardless because of Soul of Purity being in play. So I just need that last leg. Pot of Greed. That would do me well if I don't find the leg. That could also help a lot. Ooh, decisions. Let's go 1 day of peace just for the security. Trickstars are a nasty bunch. I can use this. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. So I need to be very careful from here with what cards I return with Magical Mallet. Okay, so I have a spare Exodia arm I do not need. Can send back card D, both copies of it. Yeah, that should do it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. For a second, I thought I lost a lot more of that last piece than I was hoping for, but fortunately, I was not let down. All right, so reverse duel, deck recipe. Yeah, we got the Blue Angel pack. That was the one I was hoping to unlock. We already had all of her cards. And we are already through. No, we're already about 18% of the way through Vrains. All right. Just as a checkup for what new Duelist challenges we unlocked, we have Akira in the Vrains Duelist challenges. And then we haven't taken on any of the 5D's ones, though we got Carly, Divac, Callan, Misty, Rex Goodwin, Roman Goodwin. Yeah. So we've got about 20,000 duel points to our name. So let's start unlocking stuff from the Blue Angel pack. Just bringing up a little list of cards from that set on my spreadsheet. That way I can keep easy track of what cards are rares and which cards I obtain. Alrighty then. So, every card you're about to see in the Blue Angel pack is new to the game. So get ready for that. And there's a lot of Dark Magician support in here, so I'm excited. Alright. So let's start. Oh my gosh, Magician Souls right off the bat. Okay then. Let me make the screen a bit larger so I can read the card names. But that's an awesome first pull. Just Magician Souls, one of the most useful cards in current Dark Magician decks. All right. Ooh, a couple of Valkyries in the mix there too. So, Magician Souls is a rare. Then we have a couple Valkyrie cards scattered throughout. Let's see. Final Light as that spell card. Valkyrie Chariot. Valkyrie Funti, if memories. Yeah, close enough pronunciation for the time being. Yeah. Extra Ceratops. Gotta find it in the list. There you are. All right, extra Ceratops. Mutually attuned destruction. Mutually attuned destruction. My bad. Maybe I should have rearranged this based on what cards were what, just so I could have kept better track. Though, music's back for whatever reason. Okay. That's a pleasant surprise. Trickstar Live Stage. That's going to be helpful for Trickstar decks. But we also have Dark Spirit of Banishment. Pleasant surprise getting our music back, but it is not unwelcomed. Dark Spirit of Banishment. There you are. Come on. Almost there. Ooh, some other archetypes to look forward to in this set. The Pendulum Endymion cards and the Simorg cards. And Tenyis. What other ones? There's at least one other Trap Tricks card, so. In here. Alright. Got those marked. Sorry about that. Doop, doop, doop. Witch's Strike. Okay. Okay, that's a rare to mark down. Yellow Ninja. Okay. White Aura Bahamut. Bleh. Okay. Audio, you good? Okay. Trickstar Tenny. Okay. Trickstar Fusion. This is Tenyi Spirit Ashuna. Reversible Beetle. Interesting flip effect there. And then Megalith Deathboar. And then Herald of Mirage Links. Okay. Hey, Celine, Queen of the Master Magicians. Probably one of the best supports to Pendulum spellcasters, period. And a bunch of other links in the mix as well. And then Dark Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation. Alright, so let's see. So, there we go, Celine. Okay. Trying to keep this going alphabetically. Sales pitch. There it is. Then Tenyi Spirit Mapara. Dark Armed would be next alphabetically, so going up anyway. Alright, Dark Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation. Grinder. Berserker of the Tenyi. Apple of Enlightenment. And Ancient Gear Ballista. There we go. Traptrix Sarah, so the Traptrix Link monster. Take care of Berserker of Tenyi while we're still up there. Armory Call. Some more Bird of Protection and Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi. Magicalized Fusion. Yes, Quintet Magician is in here. alphabetically. Okay, that will be next alphabetically. Elbor's the Sacred Lands of Simorg. Gandora Gigarays, which we still don't even have out. Oh, a different name. Gigarays Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. That's a new name for it. Okay. Flawless Protection of the Tenyi. Magicalized Fusion would be next. Followed after by Simorg, Bird of Protection. And wrapping up with Trap Trick Sarah. Ooh, new Harpy support. Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior. Okay, let's see. Simorg, Lord of the Storm. Track down. Alluring Mirror Split. Just recently got this in Duel Overload. Firebrand Hymnist. Audio, please play. Like you're supposed to. Okay, there we go. Another copy of this card. Simorg would be next, going up alphabetically. Magistric Maginition. That's an interesting name. Or yep. Magistric Machinician. That is a very weird, jumbled up name. Okay. Firebrand Hymnist. Wait, no, Gold Moon coin first. Okay, there we go. Audio, please stop derping out, please. Okay, Daybreaker as a rare. And then Crackdown and Alluring Mirror Split. What just happened? Seems my stream isn't wanting to cooperate today as much as I would like it to. Okay, there's the audio. next? Hey, another Celine. Going up in alphabetical order. Blockout Chain. 2 copies of Get Out. Fateful Hour. Marincest. Blue Slug. Trickstar. Devandis. Blockout Curtain. Don't know why I said that. Extra weird. You know what? I'll focus on keeping track later, I guess. Because I can just look back. Ooh, Gate of Miracles. Dark Spirits Mastery. Condemned Dark Lord. Okay. And Ferocious Flame Swordsman for you classic Yu-Gi-Oh fans looking for a link. Crimson Heart. Archfiend's Call. Ojama Emperor. Some more Darkness. Servant of Endymion. Hidden Village of Ninjutsu Arts. Ride of the Valkyries. And Marincest Marbled Rock. Ooh, Magician of Black Chaos Max. Nice addition. Another of the OCG exclusive cards that made it into this game, VLAN Hydra. Right. Let's see. Another copy of Witch's Strike. A Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. Huh. Interesting card effect there. Hey, Exodia, the Legendary Defender. Dirge of the Lost Dragon. Disposable Learning Device. Reflection of Endymion. Dimmered Glimmer. Hida Ablaze. Valkyrie Urda. Megalith Ophiel. Shaman of the Tenyi. Dimmered Path, excellent for spellcaster decks, no matter who you ask. Ooh, Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. And then Ausa Immovable. Cursed Necrofear. Rogue of Endymion, BES Blaster Cannon Core, some more Onslaught, Overflow Dragon, Chain Hole, and yeah. Ooh, Darkness Metal! The Dragon of Dark Steel. The Link monster equivalent of Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. As well as Cop from the Underworld, and Trickstar Magical Laurel. Audio is crapping out. Hello. Stream, please. Get back to normal. Hold on, readjusting OBS so I can see what heck is going on? Seems like I'm just dropping frames. And I would rather not be. Draco Masters of the Tenyi. Mirage Transformation. Hypernova Burst. Let's see if disconnecting my capture card for a moment fixes anything. Yep, figured. It's always the capture card if something goes awry. Ugh. Arc Sacrifice, Curabane, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. Endemion's Lab. Dark Spirits Mastery. Jelly Cannon. Ooh. Hey, Union Carrier. That's helpful for not only Union decks, but tons of OTKs. Also have Magician of Chaos and Draw of Fate. Union Carrier. Great. Now autofocus is on my web. What? Okay. No material. Blah, blah, blah. The Verdant win for the Charmer links. Another Marble Rock. Wonder Pearl. Am I reading that? Dang it, tiny screen. And then ooh, Endemion, the mighty master of magic. Ooh, Thunder Dragon! Thunderstormek. You wanna work? Yellow Dragon Ninja. ED Patrol Plane. Hey! Valkyrie Brunhilde. Alongside Valkyrie's Embrace. Another Crackdown. Neo Kaiser Glider. Mermail. What? Dang it, tiny names. Abyss. Kind of one of many reasons why I hate being unable to have the game screen on a separate screen. I can't read the text as well as I wish I could. Abyss Alicia. Let's try. Ooh, Quintet Magician and the third Celine. On top of Bond between teacher and student. That is always a welcome addition. Foxglove Witch as well. Bunch of spellcaster support cards for that one. Magician of Chaos and Draco Masters. Jackson Dragon. Ooh, Relinquished Anima. Spell Power Mastery. Valkyrie Verte, I believe that size. And standing. Ooh, Dark Cavalry! Megalith, Aratron, if I'm reading that. Gloom Harmonist, the Melodious Composer. Draw Discharge. Portrait, Protector Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. The Buster Blader Link. Another Marble Rock, completing the playset. Magister of Endymion, and Dark Factory of more production. That could help my deck for Exodia quite a bit, if I can get more copies. So I'm making a note. Dark Factory of more production. Magicalized Fusion, Trap Trick Sarah, Platinum Gadget. Ooh. Hey, Second Magician Souls! Nice! Cauldron of the Old Man. Fighting Dirty. Hey, Second Magician Souls. That's always a good thing. Hey, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Another of the endless number of tuner hand trap monsters. Oh, a couple of the continuous spell cards for Valkyries. Goddess Verdunda's Guidance and Goddess Skuld's Oracle. Just missing... Oh, what was the last of 3? Urd's Verdict, that's right. White Howling, Valkyrie Dritta. Okay. About halfway through having triplets of all these cards. Harpy Conductor, Return of the Normal, Harpy Oracle. Pretty sure I have all I would need for a Harpy deck if I decide to pick one. Harpy Perfumer to wrap that list up. Defender of the Labyrinth. Peaceful Burial. Another Darkness Metal. Audio, what happened? There we go. Another Dark Cavalry. And we have Dark Magic Twin Burst. Ooh, Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Nice. Crown Tail, Mandarin. Doop-a-doo. Ooh, Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. Nice. What happened to... Uh-oh. Houston, we've run into a big problem now. Oh. We good? I think the stream died. Of course, we had the stream die for a second there. Great. Okay, Exodia the Legendary Defender. There's Goddess Urd's Verdict. Another new Tengi. Another Red Eyes alternative. Ooh. Dang it. Need tiny text to be able to see what the stream quality is like, but then I can't read. Read the card names anyway. Another Daybreaker. New Cybers card. Can't see the name because, dang it. Last of the Exodia Legendary Defender playset. Second, no material. Bunch of new Valkyrie cards in that one. Getting close to having at least one of every card in this set, even though quickly coming to the end. So there are a couple of cards for Dark Magicians I would just really like to get. Third Dark Cavalry. Secrets of Dark Magic. Okay. Took me a second to be able to figure out with all that tiny text what the heck the name of the card is, because I know what it is, I just can distinguish it. So that is basically a fusion and a ritual support for Dark Magicians. That will be helpful in building my upgraded Dark Magician deck, especially since that's a common card. That is another Tenyi. Hey, bond between teacher and student again. As well as, I believe that is a third Witch's Strike. Okay, that rounds up the list. Wonder, where is that new draw card? Card frame. Dark Factory. There it is. Okay, just the one copy then, for now. Trying to think of anything else. Dark Magician, where? There. So we got a bunch of new support we can throw in there. Throw in one copy of Allure of Darkness. Hold off on that. Side deck, a couple of Dark Cavalries. side deck that for the time being. Because I have to go through and balance a lot of this out to make sure it is running smoothly. Yeah. Think. I might side deck in one Magician of Chaos for now. Magician Souls, definitely main deck. Like, that's not even a question. Looking over everything else. Don't have any copies of that one. Side deck. Quintet Magician and then Magicalized Fusion, should I find it. And deck that. Still need Soul Servant, still need the Dark Magicians. You taunt me so. There we go. Side deck that for now. Alright, I think that'll just about cover it. So, hopefully, between now and the next time I decide to stream this game, I will have... I will have fixed most of the stream issues. But with that being said, I think I'll wrap the stream up. I'll probably take care of the card collecting from the story campaigns of the duels you've seen already, and then the reverse ones. That way we don't have to go back through them again. Just to kind of streamline the situation and make sure all the cards in the decks I'm getting. That way I can get closer and closer to having a full, complete set of 3 of every card in the game. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I may stream this or Pokemon Sword tomorrow, depending on feedback I get in the VOD. And next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, we start into the 5D's story mode, going up against the early opponents of the World Racing Grand Prix, and we may go back into Vrains just to... just to be able to get... Hello? Hello? Crying out loud, why can't my computer handle this? So, next stream,
the early beginnings of the World Racing Grand Prix, and then maybe going back into Vrains to try unlocking more of those booster packs from the recent update. So with that, all that being said, again, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!